We're not against rap. We're not against rappers. But we are against those.
Something big about to happen. I hear the beat tapping. We some fly rhyming felines rapping on the track. Better yet, grab a gat, cause we hot like Enzo. Doors closed, windows up, cause that's the way we like to ride. Windy City hitting. Check mic 1 2 1 2. We live, baby. Yo, what's up, Chicago? And welcome back to Speak Your Mind Radio, episode 647, season 19. Yes, we just started a new season, y'all. And I'm your hostess with the mostest, Queen Star, aka Ms. Hip Hop. And today is a very special, it's a special episode. This is the day after Juneteenth. I know New York is going crazy right now, Dezit.
You see it? You see it? You see
Congratulations to the Knicks. Salute for sure.
Yes. Thank you.
It is long overdue.
53 years. 53 years.
53 years. That's a long time, guys. Yeah,
Man,
I'm so proud of you.
I did my crying and all that. So I'm very grateful.
Definitely. But yeah, as y'all can see, this is more than just a guest. This is my friend. He's a hip hop creative, an MC, a producer, a jack of all trades when it comes to this hip hop thing. And he's here to discuss his newly released album called Beats, Wines, and Spirits. So I want you guys to give a warm welcome, like I said, to my friend and my guest, Dezit. What's up, Dezit?
Maintaining superstar. What's popping? This hip hop. We in the building. Speak Your Mind Radio.
Thank you.
Always good place to be when we talking about this music and Dezit and just the art form period, you know?
Definitely. And you know, I already know how we do. We start off each and every interview with an icebreaker question, so let's get started.
No doubt.
Yo, did you really think that your single Dreams from Dark Sands album will manifest into the Knicks winning the championship?
Yo, so I've been watching this team for all my life, and I watched us go from like really terrible to get really good, and just being a part of the generations and the different legacies and the different chapters of the team, I really, really started to feel inspired. And I remember the Dark Sands era, and I was just really in tune with watching the games, watching the team, and, you know, having deep conversations with my brother Zay about the Knicks and the seasons and stuff. And so just going through those phases, it felt necessary for me to say it. You know, I've said it before, like, I think every Knicks fan has said it. So I just felt like it was necessary to be said with that song and how it felt. We even discussed the review on the project Dark Sands as well. So it just was a real time for me, and I felt like I needed to be really genuine, and I just feel great, man. They do say you speak things into existence, so I really feel grateful about it. It's beyond words how happy I am and overjoyed I am for that moment. The song means so much more now, you know what I mean? Just knowing that it did manifest. So I'm really grateful.
Yeah, definitely. It was the first opening line of Dreams. And you manifested it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but okay, let's move on, you know. Now you mentioned that this project came from organic conversations between you and a producer named Two. At what point did y'all just sit back and be like, yo, we need to make an album together, you know?
Yeah, shouts out to Two, man. So, you know, we kicked in. We actually did the first single, which was called Got Action. I was able to connect with him. Of course, shout to Ace Wonder, because I heard a lot of production from him through Ace Wonder, who's also on the project. So I was just, you know, really jacking his space. And then once we got the feedback from the single Got Action, it was like, man, send me a pack, man. Let's do something great. As a newly producer myself, I can tell that the brother knew what the heck he was doing.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah. He understood the
yeah,
assignment. Mm-hmm.
and we just had moments of where we just built about the different things that inspire us in the culture. Him being in Michigan, me being in New York, and having a lot of the greats that we revere between Q-Tip and Tribe, Dilla, um, 88 Keys, Ninth Wonder, and just talking about that whole subgenre, quote unquote, of hip hop that just has such a great feel to it. And we just, just got inspired. And of course, with inspiration, it's always about adding your own touch and your uniqueness to what you inspired by. So it was just really about securing a direction, and that made the process of the project a little more easier to come about and to feel like, okay, we have a destination in mind with it, as opposed to just making a whole bunch of songs that, just sound good, right? Let's
Yeah.
kind of have a direction with it. And I think we knocked it out the park, or should I say, made it in the hoop.
Both is good because you did do that. You did your just due on this project, and I don't recall saying this to you before, but damn, man, I really feel like this number one though. Like as many good
Yeah,
projects
that's
as you put
crazy.
out, this is
Hmm.
crazy. Like I didn't think it can get no fucking better than what it already was.
Hmm.
And then I heard this, I'm like, no, no, it's this one, it's this one.
No doubt, no doubt. I mean,
Yes.
as it came together and went from beat selection to okay, completing the songs and realizing, okay, once we got two in, once we got four in, and then once we had like eight songs in, I was like, oh no, this is a masterpiece here. And it was really, I think it was really important that I kept the fun a part of it. You know, it wasn't it wasn't a hard project to make with the quality production that two presented for one. And then of course knowing that my main focus was to have fun with this project,
Hmm.
was to enjoy the project, was to um, make a random listener or a person that does listen to my music feel um, a vibe attached to it, a
Hmm.
good vibration connected to it. Like, even if you can't necessarily like put your finger on what a particular song is making you feel, you can connect your own feelings to songs in different parts. And it felt really great about it. And I had that same conversation with two, like, man, this might be the best one. It might be as far as the body and the completion of the project, if you listen to
Hmm.
it straight through. And of course, paying homage to Tribe Called Quest
Yes,
um,
yes, yes,
and I,
sir.
I didn't I didn't take it as anything other but showing admiration and respect to one of the greatest groups of all time.
Hmm.
I consider myself not only a baby and a student of the culture, but I am it. So I never questioned the intentions of it. I always wanted to continue the legacy of the greats and be in line with that. And so it was really important to not only have fun, but to make it clear that I'm showing a connection of the greats to the new greats, to, the inspiring following, continuing the legacy.
Right. Well, yeah, basically answered my next question because I know that you were describing being pushed and guided by the greats, such
Mhm.
as A Tribe Called Quest. I mean, even the direction of the cover art looks
Hmm.
familiar to one of their albums, and some of the songs were kind of remind me of one of their songs too. I didn't mean to go off Richter like that, so let me go
Now
back.
we lit,
We lit, okay, we lit
we
then.
lit.
It wasn't apply. It was here it is. I think it was settle down.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
I love this track for a few reasons, does it? And one
Okay.
of them is you use the line, I like 'em brown, yellow, Puerto Rican, and Haitian from A
Hmm.
Tribe Called Quest, Electric Relaxation.
Uh-huh, uh-huh. Yes. Shout
I
to the
love,
tribe.
yeah, shout out to the tribe. And I
And
love
you
how,
only get it if you heard the original.
yes, that's what I'm
So
saying.
tribe. So
Yeah.
now it's familiar now. I
Hmm.
wanted this project to be familiar. And along with the first verse, African braids in your hair with your thick ass thighs.
Oh, I love
That's
that.
I just wanted to show the connection and always like just create a feeling because sometimes music doesn't necessarily have a word attached. It might just be a feeling or a
Hmm.
vibration. So I just wanted to encompass that. And I'm glad that for the people that know.
Hmm.
So yeah, man, it's one of my favorite joints on the project too. It just has that. I just, I let the kid in me create as opposed to the business entrepreneur artist
Hmm.
slash corporate guy. No, let me feel the music. You know what I mean? Let me listen to the music and the melody and
Hmm.
just get one of those. I think every MC and every artist would love to have a relax yourself, girl, please settle down. Just a feeling when you hear the beat, when it comes on. I can never, copy or mimic what they did. But of course, it was, I wanted to be in the genre, in the vein of those greats and, just attach it to the the soul, attach it to that soul. And then of course the content of it was, you know, um, I wanted the ladies to feel welcomed on it as well. I wanted them to
Hmm.
feel like, okay, there's something that I could bump on this too.
Definitely. It really put me in a mini show. Like, I'm like listening to the narrative talk about what is looking at, the love interest, the
Hmm.
romantic partner, and how y'all met, and how you got to deal with the brothers and the father. I loved every aspect of it, and I really appreciate you putting that on for the ladies. Thank
Thank you,
you.
thank you. I
You're
appreciate
welcome.
it.
And speaking of
I got one, so I had to.
yeah, 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 that's what I was just about to say that. And speaking of the ladies, the only lady that was featured on the album, a queen, shout
Yes,
out.
yes, yes,
Yes,
yes, indeed.
she
Shouts to
did her
her.
thing. She did her thing in Young Man, okay? Hey Jill Scott, if you listening. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
She had the melody going. She drew me in from the get-go. And I loved her part. And I loved your part too. But it just was a beautiful thing.
Oh, she stands out. She stands out automatically. It's a uh, fresh energy, and of course, her vocals is just, um, so great. And I knew that she would just bring so much brightness to the project with her voice and tone. And I can't sing for nothing, so it was necessary, and I just thought the production needed that female voice, and I was like, Queen, I need you on this, and we got it done, and I feel like it's to date one of our best joints together, and just how crispy and quality she sounds, it just makes the song feel welcoming to the listener,
Yeah.
and even if you don't necessarily engage in the lyrics, instinctively the hook would draw you in, and just her
Yes.
voice is welcoming and bright. So I was just like,
Mm-hmm.
yes. Second track, put Queen on it. Let's go. Shout out to my queen.
Definitely. Shout out to a queen for sure. I hope you listening, girl.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, that was my song. Okay. This is all over the place. It's not any particular
We locked
order.
in. Yeah, we
Okay,
locked
okay,
in.
okay. Because I'm just,
Mm-hmm.
But one of my other standout tracks from Beats, Wines, and Spirits would have to be "Apply," featuring Gerard Arvell. Dope song, does it?
Yeah, yeah.
I like the talk about personal growth and reflecting on your struggles in life. You know what I'm saying, and how you came back 10 times fold. Um,
Right.
Definitely apply pressure, but I know y'all just put apply, which is
Mm-hmm.
y'all
Mm-hmm.
did put the
Mm-hmm.
pressure on.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, it definitely had me reaching for the stars, like the hook say. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, yes.
Very
Shout out to my boy
motivational.
Gerard. You are very familiar with him. I know him because of you, so thank you for that.
You're
And
welcome.
once me and the bro linked, we just like took off. So we chop it daily. We're working on more music and even projects together down the road. So I'm
Wow.
really happy about the homie. He's one of those that in the process of doing this independent thing and pushing myself and of course linking with other artists, he's one that I genuinely know like he appreciates the craft and the
Yes.
craft of the art form.
Mm-hmm.
His music and his many projects, Exotic Fruits. I got to tap into his music, and I know he respects the art form. So we got some real heat coming, and I just knew like there's a certain tier of emceeing that comes with certain types of songs, motivational songs, or just inspiring type songs. And as a person that I can, confidently say I'm a producer now, with the action shown in, because I always felt like a producer, but now with the capability, I can really wear that position. And really, I was like, I hear the bro on this, and I know what he respects what I bring to the table. So I know he's going to come with his best efforts, and he sure did knock it out the park as well. So I really love it too. I know it's about being impactful when you're talking about things of substance, and I think it was like a fire 1-2 punch.
Definitely. I feel like you knew the direction you were going in with this whole project. I'm telling you, the way it was laid out is like how specific and intentional
Mm-hmm.
that you were, like you were with Dreams on Dark Sands. I have to use that as a reference because the elevation, the tiers, they keep get higher and higher, and you're
Mm-hmm.
killing this hip hop shit. You really are, and you're
Thank you.
involving every aspect of your life into it,
Mm-hmm.
and I love it. I really do.
Nah, I really appreciate that, and it really means a lot more when your intentions is seen in your work. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Hmm.
And that's been like my main thing. We've talked about this plenty of times. I've always wanted to let people that are tapped into what I'm doing understand like, no, he really believes in this. He really takes this serious. Oh, he's really dedicated and committed
Yeah.
to what I want to present. I know nothing lasts forever, but I want the moments to feel forever. When you get them, and this just all like it just all helps the process for me as a creator, knowing that um I'm starting to feel understood
Yes.
in the process. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So now my people that are tapped in, I don't have to overly explain. They know, okay, I see what K on. I see what he trying to do here.
Yes,
Ooh,
sir.
okay. I
Hmm.
get where he came in with this. And it's funny too because Dark Sands is one of my projects that, like talking to you prior before, I didn't come with no pretext of industry ideal attached to it. It was, these are my favorite songs that I like, and I'm going to step out there and see and just, present it in a way where people understand this is my zone, this is my sands, this is my area, this is my location.
Mm-hmm.
Once I seen like a real favorable response to it, I was like, oh, I'm out of here. I'm out of here.
Mm-hmm.
Trust myself and trust my process.
Yeah, I think since you wear so many hats, you
Mhm.
shared the production with someone else that you love and trust and adore. I get that. I
Mhm.
really think that you had more time to put more intentions in each rhyme and
Mhm.
each song that you did, because this has commercial written all over it. Beats,
Right,
wines,
right.
and spirits. Come on
Mhm.
now. That
Mhm.
is magical. Chef's kiss.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm glad it's manifesting to that because it's really, of course, the tempo and the pace of the project. I wanted it to feel bright, like the time that we're in right now is about to be hot. I want people to feel like, you know what, I could play something from this project in my car while I'm, driving to the picnic or while I'm on my way to an interview or while I may be just going through something. I want to hear something uplifting while the sun is out and, or for a single person that's about to go on a date, I got the right vibe to put on, you know what I'm saying, and just get me in the right mood. I just wanted to make good people music, and more than just me talking about my problems and my situation and what I got to overcome. I wanted it to feel uplifting too, for the listener. So just glad to have those elements attached to the project. And man, just shouts out to two, man. I really like the beats. I've had a good selection of production to pick from, but I think us having that time of building and just really talking about hip hop and what we love about it allowed him to say, you know what, I think he might rock with these beats and this production. And it just allowed me to, like what you said, not have to worry about the drums, the snare, and the engineering of it. I could really lock into the idea of what I feel the music is asking for and just, oblige. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
you be knocking it out the park too with the connections of okay, you've been listening to my music enough, so you kind of get my intentions a little bit more than a person that might just might just come across for the first time. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
just glad that it's coming through.
Oh yeah, it's definitely coming through. I see growth every interview. I went back
Mhm.
to our first interview. I'm like, damn, I really grew. I was like,
Likewise, like man, just to think too, I'm sure we all had our moments of, life and right. Shouts out to Soon. Um, and just everyday things that don't necessarily involve the world, right?
yeah,
But to still be committed to your mission and what you're trying to accomplish and what you want to be shown, um,
hmm,
to not only do it, but to see others in their own, journeys accomplish and achieve more. Like your artwork has gotten better. Everything is just all gotten better. I think your intentions has even gotten more better as well. Like, so I think we're all elevating not only ourselves and each other, but what we do this for, the trueness of showing our creative abilities and contributions to this shit that we love. You can't do it as long as we have without loving some of it. You gotta love this. You gotta have a personal connection to what you want to present. And it's manifesting and I love it. So I'm celebrating. Celebrating.
definitely, definitely gotta have purpose with what you're doing. Um,
Sure.
Speaking of So Soon, shout out to you, So Soon. Another one of my favorite standout tracks from Beats, Wines, and
Yes.
Spirits will have to be Sometimes.
Hmm. Hmm.
I really love this track, Dezit, because it's an introspective hip hop track about
Right.
personal growth, family legacy, and navigating life challenges. And I really like the nostalgical feeling that I had when both of you all were rapping from your own perspective,
Hmm.
with the childhood memories and and everything like that. It was dope to
Hmm.
me, and it just
Yeah, man.
it's something on this album from everybody. Like it's not it's not boring at all. It's a storyline to everything. It's a message behind every song, and I just love it. I
Yeah.
like learning from music. Thank you.
Hmm. Likewise, likewise, and definitely super shots to So Soon. You know, I've had you know, I've been in showcases with him like 10, 8 years ago, just, you know, performing and being around each other for the first time and stuff, and just seeing his impact from the sidelines and his contribution. I've learned a lot from Soon too. Like, so shouts out to the whole MI6. But yeah, just Soon has always been a penmanship person that I've always respected, along with flow, pockets, cadence, a true hip hopper, you know. So when I can do songs and music from all sides of the spectrum. I can give you some of the most dirtiest content and grimiest stuff, but and there's also I can give you reflective content. And I just knew I said I heard So Soon on a few of these beats, right? But once I got the direction for sometimes and the intentions of it, you know, Soon he just once he got it, he was like, wow, chef's kiss, I know what I'm gonna do to it. I'll keep you posted. And he toe tagged it. I ain't gonna lie. I listen to it daily, and I'm like, okay, because you know, there's certain check marks as MCs and lyricists that we go through, and we do for other artists and other people that we listen to, and he just checked every last one off effortlessly. So, shouts out to him. I'm so proud of him. My brother be doing
Yeah,
tours. My brother be doing everything. Like, you know, just to know, like one of my peers is elevating and being great. It's a victory for all of us. So, you know, I just wanted to set the tone, set the project off with a quality track with me and Soon. It's just great work.
definitely. Shout out to So Soon again. Um, I want to wrap this interview up by saying to you, years from now, just looking back at all the work that you've done, all the contributions to hip hop, every verse, every rhyme, every lyric, every beat, what do you want people to look at in your work the most?
Mhm. That's a good question. Um, I don't want to just give a quick answer, um, but it's honestly that outside of outside of the portion of letting people into who I am and my world and my circumstances and even my journey. Um, I want to be a liaison of hope and motivation, um, for those that feel like there is none, you know. And then, you know, life has its uncertainties and, uncanny trauma that comes along with just life and living under these conditions and circumstances sometimes. I want people to say that guy, manifest the things that he wanted to accomplish when nobody else believed it.
Hmm.
When he really had to be his biggest motivator, like he really had to talk to himself and that just like, yo, it really is possible. I'm talking to you, my team of champions after 53 years. There's a lot of things that have been manifest within over this year and the past few years that, you know, just make the creator and his will more refined to say, yo, it is possible. Anything is obtainable.
Mhm.
Um, you know, just having people literally all over the spectrum appreciate what I can do and contribute to this art form, you know, in the corner of my bedroom is like it's God praising. It's God praising, it's God fearing, it's all of those things. And I just want people to understand, like, when it's all said and done, that K, he really not only was good, but he believed in his worth and he manifested these things. And he's worth our ears, he's worth our attention, he's worth $1 if he asks for it. I really want to get to the point where I'm not asking for dollars. I'm not asking for donations, things like that. I want it to be like an, yo, you know, it's just there. You know what I'm saying? Sorry about that. So yeah, I just want people to like believe. When it's
I
all
love
said and
that.
done, just believe.
Yeah, I believe that. I believe in the word of mouth, the power of the tongue, the pen game, manifesting
Mhm.
things. I believe in all that. And you put it straight in the song. So I don't
Yo,
know.
you've been down, yeah, you've been down long enough and you've seen some of the
Yeah.
steps.
Hmm.
And I'm just really grateful, man. I'm just really grateful. I'm really grateful to have people like you to see it and believe and understand
Hmm.
my intentions for this, because we see so many people that may be good, but they might not have the good intentions. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You can see that too. You can see, oh, you
definitely.
just trying to get rich. Or you just trying to
Exactly.
get
You're
views.
just greedy.
Or you just trying to be next to such and such, such and such. You
Hmm.
don't really love this. You know what I mean? So it's about showing your contribution and your trueness through. And that's what I want. And just allowing me to be dedicated allowed me to let that, you know, shine through. Like, this guy is really genuine with this. And then just, you know, it's still the beginning, Star. Promise you. I
Oh, I
promise.
already know. You ain't said
I
nothing but a
promise.
word. You ain't said nothing but a
I
word.
promise. But I definitely want to say shouts out to producer name two for being a part of this journey and making it, you know, possible. This is my first project that I have one producer on. So I really feel proud about that as well. And, you know, of course, being a producer myself, a lot of times that's not um, um, expected when you making your own beats and you creating your own vision. But I'm a real hip hop baby. So if it's quality and it's fire, I got mad more music coming with other producers. I love to create. I love the art form. I love what we've done with hip hop. So I want to contribute. I want to do music with people all over the world. I got music with a producer, India. Um, I mean, it's really going crazy. It's really like, it's sometimes a little bit overwhelming. I definitely wish that there was like two deserts, maybe a third, but it's really fulfilling. It's really fulfilling.
Okay. I look forward to more projects from you because I put my thinking cap on. So
That's why I fucks with you. That's why I fucks with you.
yes. So I like I said, I look forward to it, and thank you so much for coming on today's show, Dezit. It was a pleasure talking to you, and I'll have
Extremely
this
honored.
episode. Yeah,
Extremely honored
I'm glad
always.
you are. I'll have this episode out as soon as possible.
Yes, yes. And you know how we do. We rock and roll, we roll. I appreciate you not just once again, not just providing services, but like genuinely tapping into the music and just supporting daily. It means the world to independent artists. Like, you don't have to. It's because you want to. And that's something that you can't put a price tag on. You know, it's something that I really appreciate, and all people that do the same. I want to make sure I let them know I thank them and appreciate them. So thank you, Star.
Oh, you're welcome, Desert, always. And thank
For
you,
sure.
Chicago. What'd you say?
Salute, Sha.
Yeah, salute, Chi-Town. Thank y'all. And thank you, New York, for having me. I love y'all too. Peace out. How do you stop this?